Hi everyone, welcome to the 12th weekend preview. I'm Totally Speedway's Daniel Powell. We're at Friday afternoon, and thanks everyone for tuning in. Please once again like, comment and share. I start today's program just by, I've got my emotions now. I was met. But overnight, we lost in a tragic car accident, Jamie Lee Smith. So she was a Victorian-based wingless sprint competitor. So she was only 19 years old. And when these things happen, it's tough because, the Speedway is one big family sort of thing. So, but to lose one of our own, and when something like this happens, we all hurt, and just the outpouring of emotion for young Jamie Lee Smith. So 19, taken way too soon, bubbly personality. She was actually going over to this Saturday night's Western Australian 410 sprint car titles. So she was going over to the watch with her good friend Taylor Cricky. So that's the daughter of the late Shane Cricky. So it was a tragic accident. Best wishes to her younger brother Mitchell, who was involved in the accident, and thankfully, hopefully he can be okay, and best wishes to our family and friends and Mark. So certainly, starting the weekend preview, I'm not feeling the best because it's been a pretty bum sort of day since hearing the news. So guys, thanks once again. The show must go on. And that's what Jamie Lee would want in terms of pushing on with the sport, and just doing. She loves Speedway, and that's what we should all celebrate in her memory. So so I'll get into it. So sorry about that. I just wanted to start with that, but once again, just wanted to express my condolences to her family and to all her family and friends, because we're all one big family, us Speedway people, and when one hurts, everyone hurts, sort of thing. So rest in peace, Jamie Lee. So guys, so heading into the weekend's action, we've certainly got a lot of action going on. We've got sprint, we've got all the stars back. We've got Kerry Madsen, who's going to be making his debut for this season for the Caneric Racing team. So he's back, our current and three-time Australian champion, Kerry Madsen. We've got Jamie Veal also making his debut with the Cricky Motorsport team. We've got James McFadden. He's on the East Coast, and he's running. He's running at Avalon for their events. They're the latest round of the Eureka Garages and Sheds series. So we've got stars everywhere. We've got the George Tatnall Cup, or the George Tatnall Challenge. That's at Sydney's Valvoline Raceway. Here in New South Wales, it's been an overcast. A bit overcast today. Hopefully the weather is kind, because we want to get in there and have a good weekend of racing. We've got big events everywhere. So first things first, I will start with the Perth Motorplex in Western Australia. So they're holding the Western Australian 410 sprint car title, which doubles as the fifth round of the AHG sprint car series for the 410s. So I've got that. So the biggest name on Tuesday night, we had Ryan Cricky Motorsport team manager coming in. It's the debut of Jamie Veal and the Cricky Motorsport team. So really excited about that. Watching footage from last Wednesday night's practice, he was bad fast. For someone, obviously he's stepping back into the Maxims, which is usual. The Cricky Motorsport team, obviously they're a high-class team. We've got his regular crew chief, Dylan Buswell. So, the speed that Jamie showed straight out of the blocks, it's going to be interesting to see, and no doubt that, it'll be interesting to see what Kerry Madsen come up with, because obviously Kerry, seasoned professional, just like Jamie himself. So the racing, really excited about that. So, with that. So, also going to be the challenges apart from, Jamie Veal and Kerry Madsen. There's also a number of the WA title holders, former and current WA title holders. Tim Van Ginneken from Warrnambool in Victoria. He's sort of flown under the radar. A lot of people haven't really realised he's shooting for a hat-trick of WA championships. So this is something, like Ryan Farrell, I think, won 5 or 6 in a row in the early 2000s. We've got, Tim Van Giddingen from Victoria going on to actually go on and, going for a hat-trick. Certainly not going to have it easy with, fellow Warrnambool-based racer Jamie Veal and Kerry Madsen in the field, but no doubt that Tim will be going out there, and good luck to Tim. So, and also you've got Jason Kendrick, you've got Brad and Jamie Mialo, we've got Daniel Harding, there's 28 nominations all up, so it's the strongest field that we've had all year for the Western Australian sprint cars this season. So, hopefully that bodes well for the rest of the season. Also another one that I'd forgot, Darren Molyneux from another Warrnambool boy. So there's 3 Warrnambool boys. So you've got Jamie Veal, you've got Tim Van Giddingen, and then you've got Darren Molyneux. So Darren Molyneux is making his debut with the Steve Duggan owns WA number 41 car. So a lot of people would know in previous seasons that's been Cameron Gessner's piloted that. And then before that, they had Ken Sartori who drove that car for a long time. So with that, so that's going to be interesting to see how Darren Molyneux goes. Obviously, he's driving, he's replaced Cameron Gessner, and he's going to be doing sporadic shows apart from, he's going to be running his family-owned car, which he's doing the whole World Series with. So, it'll be interesting to see how Molly adapts to driving that car. And I think, off the top of my memory, I think it's, be the first time that Molly had competed over in Western Australia in a sprint car. Don't think he's raced. I think he's been able to run a Formula 500 in the past, but I'm not sure that he's ever raced a 410 sprint car around the Perth Motorplex or Western Australia, for that matter anywhere, sort of thing, other than his Formula 500 days. Also on the program, apart from that, you've got the John Day Classic. So that's for speed cars. So that's a big meeting. So this is probably the biggest meeting that Perth Motorplex, apart from World Series and obviously Australian titles. But I think this is billing to be a huge night. Hopefully they can get a good crowd out there. The weather's kind and everyone can, have some fun out there. So, you've got John Day Classic. One of the favourites is Dane Kingshot. Dane Kingshot's has been great for. We've got Tommy Payett. Those guys are going to be running there. Also on the program, you've got late models for the latest round of the Pro Dirt Series for them, and also the Wingless Sprints will be on their program for I think they've made about 4 appearances at the Perth Motorplex this season. So, it should be a good meeting. Really excited about it. I'm just excited to see Kerry Madsen and Jamie Veal going at it, especially looking at, everyone would have seen the video of Jamie Veal with the Cricket Motorsport car last Wednesday night. So, with that. So also we go over east now to Sydney's Valvoline Raceway in New South Wales. That's the latest round of the Ultimate Sprint Car Championship, New South Wales. That also doubles as the George Tatnell Challenge. So 410 sprint cars, speed cars are going to be on the program, and fender benders. So it's going to be a high-class quality of open wheelers, and also some crash and bash thrown in there with the late models. With the fender benders, not late models. Well, they used to be the late models. They used to bash and crash, but they've picked up their game now. So with that, so in terms of nominations, Robbie Farr, he's amongst there. He won the last meeting. Matt Dumsney will be there. Matt Dumsney will be hell-bent on getting revenge. He ran a perfect race up until a late restart a couple of laps ago, and it was Robbie Farr's experience that was able to shone through in the end, and he made a pass stick when, and he was able to get a run on Matt after he made a mistake by washing off the top of the track and in turn 2, and that cost him the race, and he ended up finishing second. So Robbie will be good to go back to back. I think it'll be chasing his 3rd feature race win for the season. As I say all the time, Robbie's unlucky to not have a few more wins so far this season. Then we've got so Matt Dumsney, Sammy Walsh, of course, James Thompson. James Thompson's had a really strong start to the season. He's been running the QT chassis. The QT chassis is really underrated. It's, like all you hear is Eagles, Maxims, Cools and that. But the QT chassis, which is, an Australian design from Big Al Woods, or Little Al Woods now, because he's lost all the weight up in Queensland. So, so James Thompson, I think he's currently leading the track championship points there. Sammy Walsh, of course, he'll be fast. Ben Atkinson, he got his first podium in about 2 seasons at Valvoline Raceway. Like, it's a shock that he has picked up that of late. He's a former 2-time Valvoline Raceway track champion. But over the last 2 seasons, his podium finishes have been really lean, and his most recent was on Saturday night. So with that, and also, Daniel Sayer, he'll be up there. Danny Reed, Gary and Jordan Brazier. Both of those guys have been really fast, but just had some bad luck. Mitchell Dunsney, he'll be back running for Sidmore, his granddad. So he'll be running that car, the New South Wales number 95 car that's normally piloted by Daniel Needham. And Marcus Dunsney, of course, he's getting better and better, just more consistency and learning. Grant Chunks, of course, Troy Little, Warren Ferguson, all those usual suspects that will be running there with that. Then we go to the speed cars. So the second round of the speed car super series. If everyone can see, sorry, I'll look that way. Michael Stewart wearing his hat today. Usually I've got the Toby Balboa hat, but I've got Michael Stewart, so that's two. He's going for back-to-back victories. So a strong field of 30-plus cars and speed cars. Michael Stewart won the opening round of the speed car Super Series at Gunnedah Speedway in northwestern New South Wales. Came away with a convincing win there. He's going for his fourth win on the trot this season. So I'm not on the trot. He had 3 going in, and then Brett Morris came out after 11-year hiatus and whipped the fields. And a fortnight earlier at Valvoline Raceway. So Mike will be shooting for his 4th win for the season. So with that, Adam Clark, of course, Travis Mills, all the usual suspects will be there, trying to keep him honest. It's Darren Vine. You've got Scotty Farmer from up in Queensland. So a lot of those guys are travelling down tonight. So safe travels to them. So it's a huge field. Anytime Clark is in the field, Michael Stewart's in great form. You've got Brett Morris, who upset this form guide before. So, with that, and then you've got fender benders on the program as well. So all the usual bash and crash there. Then we go to further down south, down into Victoria, to Geelong's Avalon Raceway. So that's the annual Fireball Derby, which doubles up as the 6th round of the Eureka Garage and Shed Series. So they've got 49 cars, a huge field. At Avalon Raceway, they've got 46. So down in Victoria, they finally get one up over Sydney. Usually Sydney's got 50 plus, but on this occasion, with cars spread across different parts of the country and racing in different areas. So 49 cars headline that field. Also on the program will be the speed cars. So headline in the lineup is James McFadden for the Monty Motorsport team. They're shooting for 4 wins on the trot. So that'll be interesting to see what he will do. Obviously, James is in great form. Avalon's been a track that he's done pretty well at in the past. Steve Lyons, of course, he's the Halls Motorsport team. He's had about 5 runs so far this season, and he'll be looking for his first win. The last start there was the jackpot event where he ran 3rd, where Jamie Veal had won that, and Darren Molyneux was 2nd on that occasion. So, so Lyons will be up there. Grant Anderson, of course, he's no stranger to having success at Avalon Raceway, so he'll be there. He was I spoke to him during the week, and he was working out whether he will go to Valvoline Raceway, which obviously dominated the season, opening from the back of the field there earlier in the season. But due to sponsorship obligations, he's going to Geelong's Avalon Raceway. So he'll be there, so naturally he'll be up the front. Sean Dobson was nominated, but due to prior commitments, him and his partner Bree, they gave birth to their child just over a week ago, or just on a week ago. So, Sean won't be racing this weekend, but he'll be back the following Saturday night for the Max's race at Warrnambool's Premier Speedway. So apart from Lyons, McFadden and Anderson, you've got Dave Murcott, of course, he'll be up there. He's running the Renee and Matt Easton owned Victory Lane Race Gear Victoria number 88 car. Then you've got Corey McCulloch. He's been really consistent yet to pick up a win, but he's been right up the front. So, with that, Brett Milbourne, John Vogels, Glenn Sutherland, of course, he's there. Rusty Hickman, he's been really impressive and scored, I think, 3 podiums so far this season. So he'll be certainly one to watch out for. If he qualifies up the front, there's no reason why he can't challenge for a podium spot up there. Tim Rankin, Tim Hutchins. Tim Hutchins had a crash at the last round at Borderlines Mount Gambiers Borderline Speedway in South Australia. That was the round 5 of the Eureka Series. And then he was, so he's looking to bounce back with a strong result there. So then we've got Archerfield Speedway in Brisbane in Queensland. They've got the latest round of their track championship. So that's the East Coast Logistics Series. So the usual suspects will be running there. You've got, there's about a field of 28 cars. Andrew Shirley, Luke Oldfield, Mitchell G, Alan Woods, Peter Lack, Brent Kratzman, all those guys front runners, and with the exception of Luke Oldfield and Peter Lack, they've all recorded wins so far this season out of those. Brian Mann makes another appearance, so it'll be a good field, a strong field. There's plenty of guys. You've got guys like Dylan Menz, Cody Morosky. They're working on their consistency, but they're getting some good results every now and then, and that's giving them boost to keep pushing on because, as everyone knows, there's a 5-year apprenticeship in sprint cars, and those guys are just at the beginning of it. But Cody got second place the other weekend or last weekend. Mitchell G picked up his first win there, so that was really good. Then in the support. Also, the development series will be coming back. So Peter Campbell, he's been the form driver so far, 3 outings, 3 wins. He's running the development series. You've got Alicia Woods, who was her birthday yesterday. So happy birthday once again, Alicia. And a few of the other guys, Chris Jennings and Jason King and David Kenway. So a few of the guys stepping in to get their first taste via the development series, which is a great thing. Also on the program, AMCA Nationals, Matt Hardy, the current New South Wales and Queensland champion and former Australian champion. He's going, I think he's had 4 wins so far this season. So he's shooting for 5. Compacts league cars be on the program. Junior Formula 500s, Ford versus Holden versus Sigma sedans be on the minor program as well. So there's plenty of racing at Brisbane's Archfield Speedway. So get out there and if you can in the area. Then we've got Westline Speedway. It's in Whyalla in South Australia. For those that don't know, Whyalla is on the way, like it's near Port Augusta. It's on the way if you go across the Nullarbor. If you're coming across the Nullarbor, you go sort of through there. It's a takeoff. It's a bit, you'll be to the left if you're heading towards the Nullarbor. So it's about, I think, 4 to 5 hours west of Adelaide. So with that, so they're holding a sprint car event. So 14 sprint cars. They rarely race there. They've got a $10,000 to win Iron Triangle Gold Cup. Not sure about that in terms of that. They've got 19 cars nominated. So there's plenty of South Australia's best 410 drivers wanting to get a slice of that $10,000. So Brad Keller, of course, is coming off a second place at his most recent outing. So Brad's in good form. Ryan Jones, of course, he won the opening round of the Ultimate Sprint Car South Australia Championship. Then we've got Luke Dillon, of course, Daniel Pesca. Those guys will be running up the front. You've got numerous other guys amongst the 19-car field. Kayla Green, she's the niece of Trevor Green, so a South Australian sprint car legend. She's making her season debut. She ran a couple of shows last season, and coming out, she's been living in America with her mother for the last 10 months, and she's coming back and racing. This is her first outing. She's doing about 8 to 10 shows. So with that, so good luck, Kayla. Good to see you back behind the wheel. Good to see the Green Brothers car there as well. So that's awesome to see. Also on the program, you're going to have V6 sprints, speed cars, classic super modifieds, and flat track motocross. So that completes all the racing there. Staying in South Australia, we've got Murray Bridge Speedway. They've got the Formula 500s, one of their biggest events of the season, apart from the state title and national titles in their state. The King of the Bridge. So that was won last season by Warrnambool's Chris Bellman. So he drove a strong race, but it'll be a strong field there, and they will be looking to wrestle that title off Chris Bellman. But Chris, his brother recently won that. His younger brother, I think. Dion's younger than Chris. Dion won the South Australian title at Mount Gambier Speedway 2 weeks ago. So also on the program, we got AMCA Nationals, wingless sprints, super sedans, street stocks, and junior sedans. So a pretty chopped field there, sort of thing, a low-key sort of meetings. So, with that. Then we've got other meetings that we've got on. So in New South Wales, so we've got Goulburn Speedway. Hopefully the weather is kind for them for their annual Christmas Cup. You've got super sedans, so that's the third round of their New South Wales series. You're going to have Mod Lights production sedans for the opening round of their series, the Southeast series, I think that's called, for the production sedans, micro sprints and the lightning sprints. Lightning sprints make a long way to return to Goulburn, but they used to run a lot there in the late 90s, early 2000s, but they didn't win lightning sprints or leader sprint cars as they were now, and then had a lot of racing throughout now. There must have been tons of cars registered back then in the heyday for the leader sprint car class. So they make a return to Goulburn Speedway. Also in Victoria, so you've got Lang Speedway, so they've got junior stands, STAP, hot rods, vintage hot rods and mini sprints, and also the junior quarter minutes to be on the pre-program. Then we've got Alexander Speedway, so that's staying in Victoria for the Ford versus Holden event. That's for street stocks, and they're going to have a jam-packed support cast of VSC registered classes. On Sunday at Druin Speedway, so that's staying in Victoria, they've got the Open Stand Saloons, the Eliminator Cup. Also on the program is Ladies Crash and Bash, Junior Standard Saloons, Ladies Standard Saloons, VSC Sports Stands and VSC Vintage Class. So there's a lot of racing going on in Victoria. In Queensland, so you've got Kingaroy Speedway there, so they're supported by Botcher Race Parts. So they've got their last big meeting for the year. The next one's going to be the big Kings Royale in January. So you've got late models on the programs, lightning sprints for the Patrick Moroney Memorial. Patrick Moroney, one of the legends of the lightning sprint class and multiple Australian champion. That's for their event. Modified sedans, street stocks and junior sedans. So there'll be a strong fields throughout, and it's great to see, Kingaroy Speedway doing well at the peanut capital of Queensland. So then we've got staying in Queensland, you've got Gatton in Queensland, so at Lockyer Valley, that's the run track by President Ian Jones, so he runs that track. You got the wingless sprints, you've got the Lockyer Valley Cup, micro sprints, legend cars have got their Queensland title, stock cars, National Force sedans, junior sedans, Service Paradise sedans, and nostalgia sedans. So a big program there at Lockyer Valley Speedway, and hopefully the weather's kind because their last meeting was rained out. Maryborough Speedway on the Fraser Coast of Queensland. They got solo bikes, so they got their Queensland title. It's going to be a huge field there, and they're also on the support class is Supermoto. So they're going to be running on the program as well. Going over to the West Coast, to Western Australia, Atwell Park for the Noel Pearson Memorial. So that's one of their big events on the season calendar. And that's going to be a big meeting for them. Bunbury Speedway's got the production sedans for their Gold Cup and supports. Collie Speedway in Western Australia, they're having an all-bike night. Kalgoorlie International Speedway, that's going to have AMCA Nationals, production sedans, street stocks, and junior sedans on the program. So that'll be a big night. I think that's their fourth meeting for the season. So, And, down in Tasmania, so that's Solo Hobart Speedway. In Tasmania, you're going to have Formula 500s, wingless sprints, super sedans, AMCA Nationals, street stocks, bombers and speedway carts. So it's a huge sort of event for Tasmania. So hopefully the weather's kind for them. But that completes everything, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate everyone tuning in. Alison Dwyer saying, yes, nice hat. That is Michael Stewart Racing. So yes, and I will be at Parramatta, Sydney's Valvoline Raceway on Saturday night, or tomorrow night. Hopefully the weather's kind. It looks okay. So, and safe travels to you, Alison, and the team coming over from Westlake. But you're probably flying or something, aren't you? But guys, just wanted to wish everyone a great weekend. Obviously, it's a somber occasion with wingless sprint racer Jamie Lee passing away overnight. It's a shock to everyone, but everyone drive safe. Just stay safe out there. Enjoy yourself, and let's dedicate this weekend to the memory of Jamie Lee Smith. And because she loves Speedway, she went everywhere with it. She raced, lived and breathed it. So let's everyone get out to the track and support it, and just live life how she lived it. So with that, rest in peace once again, Jamie Lee. But let's dedicate this weekend to her and her memory, because as I say, when we lose one, we all hurt. So guys, have a good weekend. Stay safe. I'll be back for the weekend wrap, which will be Sundays. So I'll sign off with my usual things. So see yous.